Hey everyone, it's July 28th, and that means that if today's your birthday, you share it with cultist serial killer Robert Rozier, who killed 7 victims while using the name Nariah Israel, and that is him right up there. Rozier was born in Alaska to an Air Force family, and shortly after he was born, they relocated to Rancho Cordova, California. He was picked on frequently by other children while growing up, with some going so far as to call it psychological abuse. But he was a gifted athlete, playing on the defensive line for the football team at UC Berkeley, and was drafted by the St. Louis Cardinals in 1979, for whom he played very briefly. His NFL career was cut short after a suspension for a drug conviction, so he went to Canada to play for the Hamilton Tiger Cats and Saskatchewan Roughriders in 1980. Rozier engaged in a check fraud scheme while in Canada, being arrested and charged with 32 counts of fraud for his $50,000 in bad checks, but managed to avoid trial by fleeing back to the Bay Area. And that $50,000 is roughly $12 American. The Oakland Raiders gave him a shot to join the team when he got back, but he decided to retire instead. After football, Rozier's life lacked direction, and he fell into a life of petty crime and low-skilled labor jobs until he was recruited by members of the Nation of Yahweh cult. He changed his name to Nariah Israel and converted to their form of Judaism, moving to Miami in the process to be closer to Yahweh ben Yahweh, who claimed to be the Messiah, risen from the dead to save those that followed the teachings of the black Hebrew Israelites. His organization was called the Temple of Love, and by 1986, the group had amassed an impressive real estate portfolio, bringing in millions of dollars annually. The cult clashed with local community leaders wherever they had chapters, trying to drive out non-members from apartment buildings they purchased, often resulting in violence. In order to join the inner circle of Ben Yahweh, known as the Brotherhood, members were expected to kill a white devil and bring back a body part to prove their deeds. Rozier was directed to kill transients who were squatting on property owned by the cult, and he did, shooting and stabbing to death 7 men, slicing off their ears to present to Ben Yahweh. His fingerprints were found at the crime scenes, and he was arrested for his actions, telling police that he was 404 years old when asked for his age. Rozier agreed to testify against Ben Yahweh and others in exchange for a reduced sentence, helping convict 16 cult members of murder, so he only wound up serving 10 years in prison. He was excommunicated from the Temple of Love and was released in 1996 with a new identity, Robert Ramses. But his legal troubles didn't end there, being arrested in 1999 for passing a $66 bad check for car repair. When police discovered who he was, they did a more extensive investigation and found that he had passed 29 bounced checks totaling thousands of dollars, charging him with a felony. Under California's 3 strikes law, he was sent to prison for life, and he currently sits behind bars in Mule Creek State Prison. If this is your birthday, hope you have a great day. Leave me a comment so I can wish you a happy birthday. If you know somebody whose birthday it is today, send them this video so I can find out all about their birthday twin. And to Robert Rozier, I say, happy birthday, you bastard.